So this is a 20% vitamin C topical solution from Ibaji. Now 20% I feel is probably for quite resilient skin that doesn't have any breakout, skin that's not oily. Now, when you do put it on, it feels great. It absorbs in, it's an antioxidant, it's a little bit of exfoliation, but I think put this down for now. Hello and welcome to another version of the Vysana Life newsletter. I'm Dr. Sunny Dhesi, and today I will be talking about fear of treatments, fear of coming in, fear of change. I will also be talking about layering up skincare, stop the vitamin C for a little bit, especially in these cold winter months, and definitely layer up with moisturizers and maybe a little bit of sunscreen as well. And I will be talking about dull, lifeless, inelastic skin, that's sagging, pigmented, damaged skin, especially now that your tan has worn off and you're experiencing blemishes, possibly breakouts as well. We'll be talking about this little bottle of goodness here, which is Perfect Peel. I say goodness, it's a peel. So not necessarily goodness, but great for damaged skin. And then lastly, just rounding up with a few hints and tips from clinic. So if you haven't already, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. We love feedback, we love comments, and hit the notifications bell so that you get a follow. So please watch on through, and I'll be sharing more tips. Fear is one of those emotions that I believe limits our potential to do the things that we want to do, our potential to invest in ourselves, our potential to invest in our families, in our friends. And one of the fears that a lot of patients speak to me about is a fear of being judged or criticized. Now, most of the time, patients coming in, and myself as well, we're quite confident. Patients are confident. They're confident. They are successful in their lives, successful with their families, successful with their relationships. But when it comes to investing in themselves, when it comes to investing in yourself, sometimes fear of being judged or criticized, especially when it comes to doing aesthetic treatments or looking after your skin, perhaps rejuvenation or looking a little bit younger, not wanting to look your age necessarily, and being judged or criticized, and that fear wells up, that fear lurks behind every decision you're making, and it's one of the things that I discuss a lot in clinic. So, how do we tackle that fear? Now, firstly, your beauty, your health is yours. It's unique to you, it's individual, and I feel and I believe that, definitely you should be able to invest in it without being judged or criticized. Now, lots of patients that come through, they start off with this fear. That's why we do a more holistic consultation, exploring every aspect from your medical background, your lifestyle, what you're eating, you're drinking, the pressures in your life. Sometimes when we're doing consultation, I'll ask about your family unit, how many children, if you do have children, your partner, husband, boyfriend, or if you're a male patient, obviously wife, whichever way that you are, we ask about your family unit and also pets as well. There's no point taking time out to come and invest in yourself when you've got other worries on your mind. So definitely a holistic consultation helps to dispel one of those fears. One of the fears is I'm not going to look natural, like I will look unnatural. I mean, in the media, there are so many examples of people that have had too much treatment or treatment in the wrong way. They look like they've gone a bit too far. The goal here is to keep you looking as natural, looking like you, and recognizing and celebrating your individuality. It's not about perfection. It's about restoring and rejuvenation and keeping everything natural. I can't say natural enough. And then there are other good examples of industry experts throughout the world who do advocate investing in yourself, aesthetic treatments, whether it's wrinkle relaxing injections, whether it's dermal fillers, whether it's skincare, actives, non-actives. Don't fear investing in yourself. A good practitioner will do, like myself, is make sure that we keep it natural, holistic, and really listen to you. I want to be on the same page as you when you come in about your concerns, and I'll always educate and try and add value. So I hope that helps to dispel some of the fears that you may be encountering when thinking about treatment. Definitely, it's about you. It's being natural, and you shouldn't let that fear limit your potential. So this is a 20% vitamin C topical solution from Ibaji. Now 20% I feel is probably for quite resilient skin that doesn't have any breakout, skin that's not oily. Now when you do put it on, it feels great. It absorbs in, it's an antioxidant, it's a little bit of exfoliation, but I think put this down for now. Now I've noticed that when I'm speaking to patients about their skincare, a lot of patients are using it at nighttime. I personally feel that it works better during the day when you layer it up. That antioxidant effect can help with environmental factors, things that can hit your skin and cause oxidative damage. The antioxidant effect of vitamin C is well studied and well renowned. But in these winter months, I think the exfoliation effect takes place as well. So what patients find is they've used a 10% or even a 20% or a strong vitamin C solution, and they're getting breakouts, or they're getting dry patches, or getting redness and sensitivity. So I say put this down for now. What I really advocate, as I have been doing in the newsletters for the past few weeks, is using moisturizer. Here we've got the Made of More Day Moisturizer that's dripped there. It's a very light one. And what I would say is that sometimes we advocate, especially in the summer, using a tinted sunscreen. Now this one is from Illumia. It's very hydrating. It's a sheer hydration with a versatile tint. This tint is probably, I mean, on my skin it's probably fine, but on lighter skin it probably is a bit too dark. If you take a little bit of your moisturizer and then put some of your sunscreen on, your tinted sunscreen on. Now, in the summer months, I wouldn't advocate this because the zinc oxide barrier, which is the active in here as part of the sun protection, the SPF, can be disrupted. But in the winter months, I think it's okay. I mean, we're not really getting much sun. What you get now is a much lighter coverage, and that darker tint, I've got product on my skin already. So with that lighter tint, it will absorb in. For me, I think what this does is it gives a slightly lighter color. So for lighter skin, it'll be fine. I've got stubble today, I haven't shaved. So what you can see here is it's just settling in around the hair follicles. Don't forget the neck, especially because the hydrating effect of the moisturizer. Now, the Made of More, multitasking. The Made of More day cream does actually have a Cobra Blur in there and brightening agents. So I think you'd agree, that's blended in very quickly. That's given me a good moisturized effect. Right underneath the eyes, and also I've got a little bit of SPF in there. In terms of tackiness on the hands, that will settle. I mean, you can wash your hands, but I always say rub it in, especially the back of the hands. You can still get sun damage, especially, for example, if you're driving your hands like this on the steering wheel, sun's still going to hit the back of the hands. So definitely always cover the hands. So you can use any moisturizer. You can use, for example, I sometimes mix it with a recovery balm from Illumia or a Bargy. But anyway, a little bit of moisturizer, a little bit of SPF, just to give you that coverage, and the tint, for example, in this can be lightened with that effect, and you get a much better coverage, and you get sun protection at the same time. You get hydration of the skin. And in the coming months, probably maybe in February, March, you can start adding in more actives like vitamin C, like niacinamide, to help settle that pigmentation. I hope that helps. So, damaged skin, sun-damaged skin, pigmentation patches. It can be things like melasma. It can be sun damage. Your tan is starting to fade. You're starting to see these areas, these blotchy areas of skin come up. Acne breakouts, especially around the lower face, especially during that sort of hormonal phase, whether it's perimenopause, menopause, or even just with younger skin, getting acneic breakouts once a month, and then it taking ages for that pigmentation from the spots to go, or the spots keep reoccurring. Well, at long last, we already had a medium depth peel from Skin Tech, but now we have the Perfect Peel. So the Perfect Peel is a medium depth peel. It also contains glutathione, which helps to lighten the skin naturally. What happens is you come into clinic, we would cleanse the skin, we'd apply this in layers. Is it painful? No. A little bit, you get a little bit of warmth in the skin, you might get a little bit of stinging in some places. And then you go home with your Perfect Peel home kit. After 2 or 3 days, you'll start to notice peeling. Generally, not much redness. Obviously, there's always a risk of redness and irritation, but generally with the Perfect Peel, there is not so much. But what you will get is skin starting to peel. So for about 3 to 4 days in, you'll start to notice peeling. Skin, the top layer of skin, the stratum corneum, the bit that's damaged, will start to peel off, and underneath, newer, fresher, more radiant, glowing skin will come in. It's a very quick procedure. As always with any procedure, there's risks and benefits, and I would discuss those with you before you go for it. And obviously just be aware that no big events happening close to it. You can have this every 4 to 6 weeks, especially if you've got quite damaged skin. Generally, we recommend about 3, either close together or spread out. And this is a great treatment if you're not keen on injectables. This is a great way of treating damaged skin, or just having a refresh of your skin if you've got the ability to have a little bit of downtime. You still can go out, you still can do things. You can moisturize that peeling skin out. it's not like you have to hide indoors for 2 to 3 weeks. This is a great versatile product and a great treatment. So if you are interested, please do give us a shout, email or call on the landline and ask about Perfect Peel. So thank you for watching. This is Dr. Sunny Dhesi, the medical director, the lead clinician at Vysana Life here in Oakham in Rutland. I hope you've enjoyed watching the newsletter. Even if you can't make it to our little town to see us in clinic, please do contact us about virtual appointments. Remember, we are a holistic medical clinic that does aesthetic treatments as well. We can offer private GP appointments in addition to all the other things that we do. But I'm here to serve, I should say, here to add value. Thank you for watching this newsletter, and I look forward to sharing more hints and tips and value again next week.